wants attention all the time.
Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What's your name?
Okay, I am Kahdesha Childs.
And how old are you?
I'm 25. I'll be 26 soon. I'm getting old. I feel like time is flying by so fast.
Yeah,
Slow the fuck down.
it's scary.
It is. I'm like, damn, 26? Whew. It don't feel like I thought it would, though.
Yeah, I mean, no, not at all.
Mm-mm.
So who are you on a soul level?
Ooh. Okay. On a soul level, I feel like I am a healer, a giver, sometimes too much, but mostly a healer.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about that.
So, I mean, in a positive way, I feel like I'm a healer, and people feel comfortable around me. People feel like they can open up around me, or I always like to find a solution, or I'm understanding. So I'm like, yes, girl, I'm not judging. It's very open. That's how I feel like I'm a healer in a positive way, but in a negative way, I have this like constant need to heal, and I'm realizing that some people are just where they are, and you can't change people. It don't matter how much you heal them, how much you do for them, whatever you do, you could be giving your 100%, but like if that person ain't ready to be healed or ready to change, it's a waste of energy.
True.
Yeah.
So is there anything that's happened in your past or anything that's going on right now that kind of like makes you who you are?
Ooh. So definitely in the past, I feel like I've been through a lot in my past, enough to where I probably should have fell on my face like years and years and years ago, but I still try to remain positive and still want to give and still want to love and offer light and things to that degree. But right now, what's making me is now, with that being said, I'm like happy and I always want to give, I always want to be that light in people's lives, but now I'm feeling depleted and I'm losing a lot of trust in people. So now I feel like while I never wanted to be a bitter or guarded person due to my childhood or experiences that I've had with people, I never wanted to be that closed off, guarded person. But now, in the last couple months, I'm feeling like, well, damn, I might need to guard up because I feel like people are just leaving me with nothing. So now it's like, oh, now I gotta get my crumbs, like, put myself back together and I don't want to not let people in, but maybe I need to be more selective with who I let in and not have like such open arms for everybody to just fuck me over. Like, you know what I mean?
For sure.
It's like, no,
Straight
now
like that,
it's
yeah.
like, okay, now I gotta get on my, still be loving and open and everything, but to ones that actually deserve it. Not so much freely giving out the cookies,
I feel that.
And always. In all ways.
Like shit. Okay. So I'm gonna give you 3 categories, and I want you to tell me what means the most to you and what means the least to you, and you can mix and match them however you want.
Out of the 3 that you named, what's
Yes.
the most and least? Okay.
So the first is love, sex, relationships. The next is society, culture, politics. And the next is spirituality and religion. Or spirituality and or religion. Because everybody doesn't connect those two. So in your life, what comes first?
Okay. It was love, sex, and relationships.
Was the first, yeah.
Was the first go round. Okay. Love is number 1 for me.
Okay.
Then relationships, and then sex. That's a hard one because I love them all. But
Right.
I would have to say definitely love number one. And then that leads to relationships within which would lead to sex. You know?
Yeah, for sure. Okay. So what about society, culture, and politics?
Politics low. Culture number one, society, then politics. Ew, yeah, I don't like that. No.
What do you think about society today and living in this time?
Ooh. So, I think living in this time is, I mean, there's dark and light to everything, but living in this time is good because I feel like there's an awakening happening right now where I think people are, you know, using their voices like this right now. Like this could be on live or it could be on any streaming service or social media platform, and people are they have the ability to listen to more positive things. And I think people are noticing what's going on in the government, like, oh shit, like we've been fucked up for a minute. Ooh, they've been killing black men for how long? Like, you know, and now it seems like everything is just so fast and in your face. So I think it's the negative shit is more in the forefront, but in a positive way, because now we could see a black man get choked out over some damn cigarettes, and then you could see Lil Billy shoot up a whole school and get escorted out. Like,
yeah,
got people holding his damn purse and shit. But you just killed, you just killed Tyrone for some cigarettes, and he was unarmed. Or you killed Tyrone and he was just had a light out.
Yeah.
And you was scared and but you let Billy Joe walk out and y'all basically holding his purse. Yes.
Yeah.
Like, do you prefer Wendy's or White Castle? Like,
right. Shake Shack. Matter of fact.
Yeah, you want Shake Shack,
bacon cheese fries.
Yeah, like, so that type of stuff. That's what I think about society. It's like there is a mass awakening going on right now, and if you're sleeping now, that's fine because ignorance is truly bliss. But there's an alarm about to go off. We in an awakening period right now.
For sure.
Right now.
Okay.
Like, it's happening right now.
So what about spirituality and or religion? Where do you stand with that? What are your beliefs? Are you religious? Are you...
No, I'm definitely not religious.
Okay.
I grew up in a church. Spirituality, number one. Definitely. That's along with love. Yeah, that's hand in hand for me, because if I wasn't developing in my spiritual life, I would not be so readily available to love without like any guard. Just like, I'm here and I got the love and light in my back pocket, like, you know what I mean? So religion is just another way to tear us all apart. Religion is what politics with me. There ain't no separation of God and church, or I mean God and state, or
church and state.
Yeah, there ain't no separation. Y'all, they in a relationship together, and I don't like neither of them.
Do you have Netflix?
I do.
There's this new documentary that just came out called The Family.
Ooh.
And it's really good. And it's about this old, like culty, weird group called The Fellowship, that had a really big influence in DC. And it was a complete mix of church and state. And I feel like you should watch it because it's like the people who were in it, who are like older now and grown, like the young adults that were our age that are now like 40 or 50 are now like telling about their experience and what it actually was. And it's really interesting. So I think you should watch it.
Yeah, no, I would love something
like that
like
kind of stuff. I'm like a documentary buff, so anyway, I'm just trying to throw that in there.
I like documentaries too.
Okay, so I want to know if there's anything that you could change about the way people handle love and sex and relationships right now, like in our generation. Like, what would you change? Like, what are the faults that you kind of see in how we handle things?
I feel like people are walking around with a guard up, which is crazy that I'm saying that, because that's who I feel like I'm becoming. for some reason I want to become more like that, but in my like spiritual mind I'm like, no, keep doing what you're doing because people need to see that. But I feel like people get hurt once or maybe 1,000 times, you know, by family members, whatever, and it affects how our ability to, everybody's out playing a game, like, oh, that person about to fuck me over, so I'm about to fuck you over before you even get me. You ain't about to see me slip and trip. Like, I think everybody is on that where it's like, the reality of it is we all want to protect ourselves from being hurt. So everybody's out here protecting themselves and missing out on great opportunities because you're so worried that the person is gonna fuck you over, and you gotta get to the fucking over first. So that's what I would change, because I just think that people should just be more open, and maybe if we took our L's more as lessons instead of losses, then maybe we'd be able to connect better and be open and more free to love. Like, even if that person, like, maybe if we had the mentality that not everybody's playing a game.
Yeah.
Like, you know, even though they are, but like, I guess learn how to play the game in a positive way where you're still being yourself and protecting yourself, but also knowing what the hell going on. Like,
right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure. Okay. So I'm gonna get you to draw.
Okay.
So I want you to pick colors that represent you and your life, and the things that make you happy, the things that make you sad, the things that just make you feel anything, and colors that correspond with those feelings.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna get you to draw for the rest of the interview. You can draw whatever you want. Don't let it stress you out. I have to buy the book soon. That excites me. And then I also want you to explain why you pick the colors that you pick when you're done.
Okay.
You can pick as many as you want.
Okay.
Okay. So what colors did you pick and why?
Okay, so my favorite color is purple, or all variations of purple. And I don't really know why I like purple, but I'm drawn to the color, and I know it means like royalty or whatever, but it's also, purple is the color for your chakra. What's that chakra called? Your
Crown.
Your crown chakra. So sorry about that, y'all. But your crown chakra, purple's the color of your crown chakra. So I'm very drawn to purple for some reason. I don't know. I like teals. I like colors in between blue and green. So this gives me like an earthy vibe, like, you know, trees. I find myself drawing trees and stuff a lot. Money is a little green too. I like that. Yellow, because yellow is, I feel like yellow is like my personality, kind of sunshiny. You know, it could be a little annoying or in your face, but it's like, it's still very like, oh, that's yellow, like, you know.
Right.
So I always like yellow. And this color, I'm not sure.
I like that color.
It just looks like a cool color.
Yeah.
I'll just go with that.
Okay. What's your sign, by the way?
Scorpio.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm a Scorpio rising.
Uh-oh.
So,
Me too. I'm Scorpio
really?
rising too, yeah. I'm all with the water. Oh, I got like...
Do you know your moon sign?
Yeah, Cancer.
So you're a Scorpio sign, Cancer moon, and Scorpio rising.
Yeah.
Woo!
So I'm very emotional, sensitive.
Deep, dark, emotional.
Ooh, yes. Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
Okay, so yeah,
Uh-oh.
just do your best with
Okay.
the drawing, and I'm just gonna ask you questions.
Okay.
So the
Uh-oh.
first question post drawing is, what makes you the most upset?
When people aren't willing to communicate and get perspective. That makes me the most upset. I need to know. I don't like to wonder what your intentions are. I like, even after the fact of the situation happening with any people in my life, it's like, even in that moment, if I didn't know your intentions, I need for you to communicate what they were so I can get some sort of understanding of where you were coming from. And be all the way real, like, you know what? I was projecting right there. Or, you know what? Low key, like, my grandma's hella sick right now. I took that out on you. Or you was being a whole bitch and I had to get you together. But, like, you know, just let me know where you're coming from. I like communication. I really like communication. So if you're not communicating, I don't like that.
Okay. What excites you more than anything? What makes you really happy?
Success. Like reaching a new goal, seeing things that I wanted last year appear this year. Like last year, I was so pressed to have my own apartment, and here we are.
Right?
Like that shit excites me when I see things that I manifested come to life. I just be like, wow.
Do you have a 5-year plan?
Yeah, kinda, but it be changing. I know in 5 years I want to have a washer and dryer in my damn unit, in a balcony wherever a washer and dryer and a balcony reside. I want to be there. I want to not be at my job. I want to not work for anybody. In the next 5 years, I want to just travel and do what Kahdesha wants to do, what Kahdesha's passionate about.
What are you passionate about?
People and music.
Okay.
Yeah, I would ideally be trying to do some heels on wheels, is what I would call my traveling healing bus. I don't know, something along those lines where I could reach people by my vocally or by just speaking, but it's on my terms and I'm working for myself. So
I love it.
I would like to do that.
I can't wait to see it.
Me too.
Keep me posted.
Me too.
Me too.
You'll be posted.
All right. What are you afraid of?
Ooh, rats.
Oh my god. Ew.
But on a like, do you mean like emotionally?
I mean anything. So
Okay.
if it's really rats, then
No,
yeah,
it's
girl, I feel
really
you, 'cause that's
rats,
disgusting.
mice. I'm like, I don't know if that symbolizes something deeper for me, but if I see a little rat, I'm like,
wanna be
ooh.
in a dirty place.
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, that may be good analysis.
Yeah.
So when I see a rat, I'm
that's
like,
where rats are.
I like
Dirty
freeze.
places.
I freeze.
Yeah.
So that's a huge fear for me. Also, a huge fear for me is being vulnerable, not on my accord. Like right now, I'm being vulnerable because I choose to be vulnerable, and it's on my terms.
Right.
But don't be coming up in here, on purpose, trying to fuck me up and
Right.
get me out my, out my chi and my zen,
Right.
out my Gandhi. I don't like that. I don't really like to feel vulnerable.
Okay. I'll be honest. Because I'm always exhausted. Who can relate? Everyone.
Everyone.
Make a face that explains you. Like if you were a facial expression, what would it be?
Oh my God, I'm lame, but it's literally me smiling because
That's
I'm
good.
always smiling.
Okay.
But I'm just like super cheesy, baby teeth, gap, like that's just my face. Always laughing. So,
Okay.
yep.
Explain to me what social media is to you. What do you think about it?
Ooh.
And how do you use it?
So right now I'm trying to use it to put my stuff out there.
Okay.
Put, more music out there.
Do you sing?
Yes.
Do you feel comfortable singing?
Ooh, do I?
You don't have to sing anything super long, but just like a few notes. And then everybody who watches your video.
Because now I have to think of what to sing, and that's where the real tea is at. I'm like, ooh,
What's your favorite song right now?
Ooh, Speak to Me by Ari Lennox.
Okay, so is that something that you would be comfortable singing
speak to me? Why you don't tell me how a motherfucking thing? Why you don't speak to me? Going through some things, I got something for you. That was a bad song to sing, but
No, it wasn't, and you sound beautiful. Stop it. I love your voice.
thank you so much.
I love it.
I do love singing, but when people ask me that, I'll be like, oh shit, what the fuck?
I
I'm
know,
saying?
it's hard when people are
They be
like,
like,
all
what
right,
if you in front of
sing.
Diddy? What you gonna do?
Yeah.
I'll be like, laugh, I don't know.
Right.
Smile
If I was in front of
nervously.
Diddy, I'd be like, please, sir. You just have space for one more.
Right. Right. I'd be like, I don't know what I'm gonna do if I'm from the Diddy. I'll
Yeah,
probably
that's
just sit there and
crazy.
giggle.
Right.
Be like, you're fired.
Right.
Like, oop, fucked up that opportunity.
That was amazing. Thank you for
Thank
doing
you. Yeah, singing is definitely my passion. I love writing, music,
that. Okay.
and yeah, that's my thing. So I'm trying to use social media to get my black ass in front of somebody.
Right.
You know?
Right. And that's the way, honestly. You see how many people make it.
Yeah.
Social media is wild.
Yes.
So-
And it's like with the comedy thing,
Mhm.
I just want to put some content on my
Yeah.
social media. But this is only like a 3-month thing where I'm like, okay, social media, this would be a really good idea to, get your shit out there. But before I was just being cute. I'm still just trying to being cute on social media.
Listen, eventually it's gonna switch from being cute to like, okay,
Yeah.
this is my
Yeah.
ticket.
Yeah.
I'm doing this. Yeah.
And even when I posted a video of me singing, and people were like, "Oh yeah, your body was looking good." I'm like,
It's
Yo.
not about that. See, look at people.
And I'm just sitting in
Look at
my
people trying
room,
to sexualize.
they sexualize
Every
me
2
real
seconds.
quick. But I noticed that about me as a Scorpio is that I just give off that like sexual energy, not on
It's a natural
purpose,
thing,
but it's just
yeah.
like, I don't know, I might be like a little salacious when I'm not even meaning to be. I'm just singing a damn song.
Right.
And y'all talk about, oh, I didn't even need the volume on. I'm like, really? Or somebody said, one of my friends said, I can see your bras in the background. I'm like, if you don't look at this right here, what she was doing
Can you just close your eyes and listen to this blessing that
can
I'm
we not
bestowing
sexualize
upon
me
all
right
of
now?
you?
But
Yeah.
that's something I struggle with a lot, where I'm like, wait, I'm not trying to be sexual right now. Like, I'm
Yeah.
just being myself. Like,
Right.
I wasn't trying to be sexy, but I guess thank you.
I feel you. Do you have any vices?
Oh my God, yes. Definitely smoking. That's my vice, because I always need something to do with my hands. Men are my vices. So anything that makes me feel good is a vice for me.
Yeah,
Because I
that's
like
everybody,
to feel
girl.
good.
Yeah.
So it's like anything that gives me instant gratification, that's my vice at that moment. If it's instant, it could be a man, it could be a little bit of weed, it could be a shot, it could be a compliment.
Right.
I'm all into it.
Okay. When is the last time you cried?
Ooh. I don't know why I'm thinking about it that hard. 2 days ago, probably. I've been in this like really bad funk lately, so I've been crying a lot lately, but I think just like 2 days ago.
What are you in a funk about?
Work, niggas, not being where I want to be. I'm always like, oh, I need to be here, I need to be here. Right now, work is just eating me alive.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, aside from niggas, I could turn that off, but if I'm not spending 40 hours a week with niggas.
Right.
And if I was, I got a whole different depression. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, that's something totally different. But when you spend 40 hours a week at a place that's constantly taking, and they'll take your benefits, you see your benefits get taken away, but with your productivity goes up, or what they want you to do to make money goes up, but then you're not seeing anything given back.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that's the same thing with niggas. Is like when it makes me feel, it puts me in a funk when I'm always giving, and I'm just like, damn, am me and my cat gonna eat today? But it's like I'm constantly helping people eat or giving people rides to their appointments or doing this, coordinating with lawyers, getting everybody's shit together, and then I'm just like,
who's gonna get me together?
Yeah, at the end of the day, when I should be sitting over here working on music, playing on my guitar or, writing music or doing anything for myself, I have no energy. And that's what gets me in a funk where I'm just like, I need to be popping right now, but I don't have the energy because it's gone. I've given it away. Like,
True.
I'm spent. So that's what puts me in a funk is like right now I'm just tired of everything in every sense of the word. So
what do you need to heal?
Probably a therapist, which I have right now. I would say a good friend to talk to when I need to, not like burden them with all of my problems, but just someone that is just like there to listen, because I'm always that person to listen. So be nice to be someone else's, someone else listen to me for a second. And then time.
Share an embarrassing moment.
Embarrassing moment. I feel like anything I can think of right now embarrassing is like has something to do with periods. Like,
you aren't the first to bring that up. So
yeah.
Come on.
Like, I started my period really young, so like 9. So I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And my grandma lived in New York and she tried to school me on periods. But at the end of the day, I lived with a man, a single man. So I always felt like there'd be times where I would forget to put my pad on and I'm just like bleeding and I get up. I'm like, oh no, in front of people. And then when you're 9, you're like in 6th grade. So if you're leaking, it's like nobody even know what that really is yet. I remember getting my period in 6th grade and I would be like bleeding on things. I'd be like, oh my God, I don't even know what this, like I'm not even
used to this. I don't even know what's happening.
And then people around me are like, ooh, girl, what's going on? So anything that has to do with periods, even to this day, is embarrassing. Because some days you just ain't ready for it or you're not prepared fully for it and you might sit on the wrong thing and then you caught out there. You caught out there. So I would say those are embarrassing moments.
Okay. What do you feel will restore connection in the world? Or I guess in our generation, because the world, that's a big feat.
I think kind of stuff like what you're doing. Reminding people that we're all humans. We all in our same bag. We all in our bag, y'all. So I think if we just recognize that, hey, you're not the only fucking person going through this. And we're all human. This is a human experience. I think that will restore people because I think we're getting we are getting too far away from humanity and we're getting too far away from the bottom line of just love is truly the fucking answer. So as soon as if we could just keep that feeling of just love and humanity, I think that will keep us connected or help us get more connected because we ain't connected.
Right.
We are not connected.
At all. What's the craziest thing you've ever seen?
crazy life. Just on, because I can't think of anything too deeply crazy I've seen. I watched one of my friends shotgun a Four Loko one time, and I thought that shit was nuts. If you've been to college, or even if you know what's good with a Four Loko or a shotgun of a
was
beer.
Was this before they took the crack out or after?
There was no crack. There was no crack.
Well, you know how they tried to say before, like, the Four Lokos had, like, crazy stuff in them, and people were having, like... So then they took them off the shelf.
Literally, I'm thinking you were saying, like, did they smoke crack before or after they did
no,
that?
No,
I was like, no, there wasn't no crack there.
So, like, the Four Lokos, I feel like when I was in high school...
Yes, when we were in high school.
That's when they were, like, crazy.
Yeah.
And, like, people, you could chug one and be gone. And now I feel like it's a different formula, but people were getting, like, being crazy.
Yeah, this was in
this
college.
Was before they had the crazy
Salisbury
flavors and all of that, because now they have more flavors and stuff, I think.
No,
anyway.
this was like Salisbury, like 2014.
Okay.
So, but Four Loko was
a whole Four Loko.
A whole Four Loko.
Which is challenging. That's talent, whoever that
it
was.
It is, and he is,
that's
my friend Duncan is actually one of the purest beings that I know, actually. So he would do that, because he's just...
So he walked straight after that?
He's a big guy, so
okay.
I think he was, but I think he was definitely on tilt. That was the craziest thing I ever seen, because if you knew my friend Duncan, he's just so, like, chill and, like, mild-mannered, but, like, sometimes he'd just be surprising you with... That was some wild shit I was not expecting from him.
You guys don't know me at all. Watch that.
Yes, and he's, like, a really big guy, like 6'4", so I'm sure that Four Loko maybe hit different than if it hit me.
Yeah,
for real. If I shotgun a Four Loko, you right after you can just call the ambulance, because she's a goner. She's a goner at that point.
Do you send any important information through text message? Or do you like to have face-to-face conversations? Like, will you try to get something out of the way and be like, let me just send this text? Or do you, like, call the person, like, we need to talk in person? Or over FaceTime, like...
I prefer... My highest self is like, yeah, we need to have a face-to-face conversation, but the kind of coward in me is like text.
Right.
Or if I can't, if it's real sensitive information, if it has to do with anyone really close to my life, that's like, I don't like confrontation, so sometimes a good text would just suffice for me. But my higher self is like, you need to communicate with this person face to face.
Okay. What are you self-conscious about?
My hair. Actually, probably a lot of things. I'm definitely self-conscious about my hair.
Why?
I don't know, because it's always falling out and coming back, and I'm just like, okay, girl, when you coming back? Like, why did you leave? Like, so, and then I think we're in the culture as Black women where it's like all about the edges, slayed and laid and stuff like that. So here. I'm like, listen, I ain't got no edges, so I don't know what I'm about to lay down, but I'm gonna make it twerk. But I'm very self-conscious about my hair. It's always falling out, come back, falling out, come back. So I'm just like, yeah, self-conscious about that. I'm just, and then after that, I would say I'm self-conscious about maybe saying too much. Like, oh my God, because I have like word vomit where I'm just like, as soon as what's in my head, it's just like, bloop, like right on the table. Maybe that's the Scorpio rising.
Rain mouth.
Yeah, where I'm just like, bloop, and it just comes out. And sometimes people are like, oh my God, Kahdesha, why did you say that? Or sometimes they're like, Kahdesha, you were being an asshole, or you know. nickname Kahdesha bag. Sometimes I
Kahdesha bag.
Kahdesha bag comes out and it's like it's just me just being like saying things that people are not saying.
Yeah.
And people want to like dance and prance like no, but then Kahdesha's like, or Kahdesha bag is just like blah, 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 and that's just what it is. And everybody's like, your tone, or you're being messy, or you're getting that. It's like my intentions are not to be messy, but my intentions are to put the facts out there. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to be messy. That's not my intention. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. And if I did hurt your feelings, I probably am thinking about it. I'm obsessing over it. Like, oh my God, how did I come off? Blah, blah, blah. I'm self-conscious about saying too much. It's like sometimes I'm like, Kahdesha, shut the hell up.
Right.
Go sit in the corner somewhere, or you don't have to comment on everything, or it's not up to you to be Jesus. Like, you don't gotta show people the light all the time. They're gonna find it. You ain't gotta say it. Like, you know. So I'm self-conscious about that. Saying too much about myself, saying too much about other people, putting my opinion too much out there, having a super strong opinion where it's just like, oh my God, she went ham. Like, but it's like, I wasn't trying to go ham. I'm just saying it. It's in the air. Like, why is nobody else saying it? Because
we've been taught to be nice.
Right. And so have I. And I think maybe that's why I take it, why I'm so self-conscious about it, because, like, I'm that smile. Like, you know, I'm that person that's just always...
Sometimes honest things need to be said, though.
Yeah.
Sometimes there isn't a nice way to say certain things that need to be said. So. Mm-hmm.
Or it's like, you've been getting away with that shit for too long.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to say it. Yeah, I'm going to have to say it, because you've been doing that. It's a pattern now. Mm-hmm. Now I'm going to have to, you know...
Yeah.
Say something.
For sure.
But, yeah. And sometimes nobody wants to be that person.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like we talked about earlier, I told you there are forums that I've started on the website. What is a forum that you would be like, what is a forum that you would either start, or a forum that you would be like, I want to speak in this, I have thoughts?
So give me some examples of some of the ones that you have.
So I actually just made topic drops for all of the different categories that I asked you about earlier. So sex, love, relationships, society, culture, politics, spirituality, and or religion. And then a few people have requested, somebody said talk about what sucks. People should talk about what sucks in their life. Also their successes. What's going on that's good right now. People have talked about health. Okay. So it can literally be about anything.
Okay, that gives
but I'm trying to get ideas from everyone on what would interest them, so that it's all inclusive and that everyone finds something they're interested in on this platform.
I want to hear or see people, black people who are full black, or, you know, appear as so, and growing up in predominantly white communities, and how it feels, because people, you know, I feel like people that are mixed race, they struggle a lot with where they belong, like, but people like me, I love everybody. I can really hang out with anybody,
right?
But there is something in the black community where if I appear the way I appear, my piercings, the way I speak, you know, the way I act, sometimes it could be in the black community, you feel like they're ostracizing you because you sound this way, or you're not black enough, or da-da-da-da. We still, black people that grew up in predominantly white communities, or have predominantly white friends, or, you know, just grew up differently than the stereotypical black, you know, black childhood. I feel like there should be a voice for us too, because it's like sometimes you may feel like you too black for the white kids and too white for the black kids, you know, but it's like I'm really just out here living. Yeah. And I could have,
there are more than one ways
to be black.
To be black.
And that's what it should be called.
Yeah.
All the different ways you could be black.
Yes.
Because
one of my friends, Joyelle, who I interviewed, she just posted something on social media, and it's a saying. It says, "I'm not your Oreo," and it's about that specific thing, about how there's not one way to be any race.
Right.
You are who you are.
You are who
and
you
your
are.
personality has nothing to do with the color that you were born, and vice versa. So yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you sound white. Like, no, I sound like Kahdesha Denise motherfucking Childs. Sorry that's all that you're used to. But.
Okay. 2 more questions. What's missing? Very open-ended. What's missing?
Money and fulfillment.
Okay.
In my life right now.
Too, yeah. And they can either like fill each other up, or they can be completely like different.
Yeah, because you might be giving that money, but you ain't fulfilled.
Right.
Or you might be fulfilled, but you ain't getting no money.
Right. And
I
some
want
people,
it all.
money is their fulfillment. So
yes. Yeah. That's what's missing from my life right now.
Yeah.
I ain't got no money. Yeah. I ain't filled. Like, you know, or how I'm making money is not fulfilling me right now.
Right.
And the money ain't enough. So.
Okay. And the last question, I give everybody the same scenario. All of the electricity goes out, but the phones, the computers, the TVs, all screens stay on. And then it's like PSA, public service announcement, and then it's your face. On every screen, in the entire world. What are you going to say to the world in that moment? Where you literally have the platform, where everybody's like, what is happening? And who is this?
Off. Yeah.
What are you going to say?
Like, hello, fellow humans. It's your girl, Deesh. I know the lights went off. Everything's cool. We're right. Stay calm. Grab your loved ones. Stay close. We are in a state of awakening. So
I said it was coming.
It's coming. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna be like, hey, it's Kahdesha. Calm down. I know it's a little, you wasn't expecting that. Hope you're near the people that you love. That's important. People that mean the most to you, call them if they're not near you. But we're in a state of awakening. Some shit is going down. And you're going to be forced into it whether you like it or not. And that's maybe scary, but it's going to be... It may be scary. The awakening may be scary, but it's necessary.
Yeah.
And way past it. It had to happen. And that's why we don't have any lights right now. Also, no, you plug your mixtape.
Also, listen to my mixtape.
Also, check out my new mixtape.
Check out my new EP.
Yeah, but yeah.
I'll just play it right here since everything is cut off. You just so you know, want to listen.
Anyway, but Fox Files. That's actually what my EP is called. But I'm not really trying to plug my EP. But you know how people always be trying to plug their mixtape. But yeah, I'll be alerting people of the awakening that is happening right now.
Okay. Thank you so much for doing this. This was amazing. It was so funny. You were so funny. I love it.
Thank you.
Can you
so much.
show me what you drew? That looks really cool.
Oh my
Hold it up for the
gosh,
camera.
yeah, I don't know what the hell.
I love it. Is this supposed to be horizontal?
I don't know. Maybe
that looks
if
like
you look
an
at it this
eye
way.
and a sun. It looks like
Yep,
a big
okay, this
eye.
is better.
It looks like the Lord of the Ring eye from the two towers. Whatever.
Oh, okay.
And that's the sun. And it just looks like that eye is so strong that looking at the sun, you know, they have the same kind of powerful rays that it don't even matter.
Right.
It's not even ruining the eye.
Like, I see the sun. Oh, that's a bar.
I see the sun shining. I gotta sing you that song. It's by this dude named Rory. Do you know who that is?
How's it spelled?
Raury.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do know who that is.
Yeah.
I need things spelled out. Be like, who? But yeah, I know who that's talking about, the dreads, right?
Yeah. He does some stuff with Jaden Smith. But girl, you can explain your picture. I just explained your picture. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I think you hit that right on the nail or on the head. But I always find myself doodling flowers and stuff.
Flowers are amazing.
It's easy. I don't know. I don't know if it's easy for me, but I don't know. I like drawing things in nature, trees, plants, stuff like that. They're easy to draw and it's fun to doodle. I also like eyes.
Me too. I love eyes. I have eyes tatted.
Yeah. I love eyes and the sun. I don't know. Yeah. So these are my 3 favorite things to draw.
Okay.
Like I'm really.
Can you sign it?
Yeah.
But make sure you date it too. I'm getting people to start dating it now.
So this is Kahdesha in the flesh. Am I supposed to do something else?
No, that's it.
Okay, it's Kahdesha in the flesh. Yay. Okay. And then I signed and dated.
But